the air, everywhere I look around.
Love's in the air.
Love is in the air. And this year, you are predicted to spend £50 on Valentine's Day. So that's £50 you will spend on your partner, and £50 your partner will spend on you.
Yeah. Well, I hope so anyway. But that is quite expensive, isn't it? It is pricing lots of people out of love. As we're asking this morning, are the pennies in our pockets worth the price of love on Valentine's Day? Well, let's speak now to London's life coach, Nina Alk, and psychotherapist, Emiliana Silvestri, who joins us on the line. Really good to see you.
See,
both.
Emiliana, I would say, can you really put a price on love? I mean, if love is going to deliver, and by that I mean, if love is going to come to fruition, that's what I mean. I mean, you don't want to put a price on it, do you? Doesn't matter.
Absolutely not.
No. So, do you think the ardor is being quelled because of money?
Who are you asking, Eamon?
I'm asking you.
Okay. No, I don't think Valentine's Day has got anything to do with money. I think it's really easy for us to try and cancel Valentine's Day next, but actually there's an epidemic of spending in this country. I've spoken to quite a few friends in the past sort of 6 weeks, since early January, that are trying to stop spending. It's an addiction. It's nothing to do with Valentine's Day. People like to press buy it now because it makes them feel good momentarily. I don't see why Valentine's Day is getting the blame. And also, today, if people want to connect with each other, they don't need to spend any money. You can get a good playlist together and put some, candles on and have a good evening. It doesn't have to cost anything. You can cook together. So
I agree
the
with you.
That everybody's talking about, you've got to spend £50 on each other. Well, I haven't spent anything on my partner, and he hasn't spent anything on me, and we've already had a gorgeous morning. So,
enough detail. We'll bring it. Well done, you. Anyway, that's all I'll say. Let's go to Nina and find out. Well, you don't agree with Emiliana, though.
Not really. I think love shouldn't have a price on it, and unfortunately, all the emphasis on one day. Whereas I think small, continuous gifts of love throughout the year make that partner feel more secure too.
Yes.
And not only that. Commercialised, I think there's £1.5 billion about to be made today. And the people don't have the money. So social media plays a huge impact where people compare and say, well, look what he's done for his partner. My partner's not doing it for me. There must be something wrong with me. And there's a lot of single people out there. There's a lot of over 30-year-old women, men out there that feel today very lonely.
Yes, but then
there's a lot of married people very lonely too today. Probably more lonely married people today than there are single people. And what's lovely about Valentine's Day is that it's an opportunity for shy people to perhaps go to somebody they've always had a crush on. So it's quite a nice opportunity for people who wouldn't normally have the confidence to make a move. So I really agree with you that social media is far more likely to be causing the problem of the spending epidemic, where people are comparing themselves to others rather than a beautiful day that's about love. And I think it's really sad that we keep trying to ban stuff and cancel things, especially when it's to do with love. And I think what would be far smarter for us is to not make this about money. We don't have to buy into the marketing and advertising. We can rise above that and understand that relationships are a little bit more than just gifts.
Nina, if we lost the real meaning of all of this, should we make it more about love and not about the commercial thing that it's become?
But that's how you demonstrate the love, isn't it? That's how you're showing it. I mean, think of the excitement of all of this. Think of when you were at school and the first time somebody wrote roses are red, violets are blue, I love Miss Ellie, and or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I mean, the magic of all of that, the romance of all that, particularly people who are starting out, Nina, and it's fresh and it's lovely and it's nice to do. But I agree with what you're saying as well, that there are different stages of a relationship, and that love should manifest itself in a certain way. But what Emiliana is saying is that we've got an excuse to express our love today.
Yeah, but I just think the pressure that's been put upon people to buy today shouldn't be put upon them, because...
Like buying flowers, knowing...
Well, the cost of flowers today is going to be a lot more than the cost of flowers yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's not annoying.
That's really just something that commercialised people, so the rich get richer, basically. That's how it works. And if you can't afford it, then what do you do? And it is about the cost today. That's what we're discussing today, because I believe, as I said, love should have a cost on it. But unfortunately, a lot of young people will go over and beyond to try and impress that person, because it's their first initial. They're learning about love. They're trying to make that impression upon that person. So they become in debt. And Men tend to want to pay for the meal because it's the gentlemanly thing to do. It's very romantic, like yourself. And often they can't afford it. So what do? If they're in a position that they can't afford it, how does that affect them? And mentally, it really affects them because they feel inadequate as a male to fulfil his role. Whereas, yes, love shouldn't cost anything. They should be able to have a takeout today, although most of the takeouts are on strike.
They are, yeah. So what is your solution? Not to do anything, or...?
As I said, I feel that you can celebrate it, but it shouldn't cost as much as you feel it should cost. You feel that you have to go out for a meal. You feel that you should have to buy flowers and elaborate gifts, whereas I feel it should be continually celebrated.
Well, Emiliana has been off to a cracking start this morning.
I said we had a lovely morning. You took the rest.
So are you going to go out for a meal tonight?
Me? No. I don't want to go out in the evenings. I'm a tired mum. But my point is, I actually think Nina and I are on a similar page. But my point is, Nina's saying people have got to spend. Said who? You don't have to buy into it. You don't have to have social media. You don't have to go shopping today. And if you're in a relationship where somebody expects to be receiving gifts, then I would question the authenticity of that relationship and the actual connection that they've got. You get far more connection holding your partner's hand than you ever would pressing buy it now on a heart-shaped candle.
Yeah. Point
I think
taken.
the emphasis is very much on today. If we were told Valentine's Day was on the 1st of January, we would be celebrating it then. It's not something that we've chosen to celebrate today. It's something that's been programmed into our mindset to celebrate today. So maybe we could get everyone else to take the pressure off themselves, firstly, because it's all about you, not what everybody else thinks.
Who's putting the pressure on?
Well, society. I mean, I think if your partner says to you, "Oh, don't bother, don't be getting me anything," or whatever, and if you were brave or stupid enough to do that, you might find a different reaction as the day.
There is a pressure on the day.
Yeah.
There is.
Don't be bothering getting me anything. Don't
never pay any heed to that.
No, you're all right. Don't bother.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,